Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? Let's see what kind of effects here. Okay, so hey, everyone. How are you all doing today? Am I back? All right. So I am here to talk to you. Okay. Some of you may be dealing with a situation. Okay. When it comes to this situation, hi Danielle, hi Jewel. When it comes to this situation, it's like there are some things you need to look into. Okay. There's something that needs your attention. All right. And not only does it need your attention, but it is causing for you to look at things at a different standpoint. Okay. While looking into it, as in stay calm. All right. And look into things. And the reason why you need to look into things is because there's some type of situation that is happening. And it's like you are trying to avoid the outcome. You're trying to, thank you, Danielle. You're trying to avoid conflict. You're trying to avoid arguments. All right. So it's like you don't want to argue anymore. All right. And this whole situation is leaving you disappointed. All right. It is causing you to withdraw. It is causing you to want to walk away. All right. And it's like you're at this place here where you have to look into it and make your decision. All right. If you want to move on. Okay. Because at this point it's like you're second guessing it. You do notice that it's a problem, but you find yourself wanting to fix the problem, get it together and put it in order and then move on. Okay. And that's something that you have to make your mind up in doing yourself. All right. Let me slow down some. All right. When it comes to this conflict, also, it's like you do not want to argue. You don't want to continue to be angry or upset. All right. You're trying to like be quiet and make it seem as if it's nothing going on. All right. But you're still like pulling yourself, distancing yourself from this person, and sitting in the emotion and the feelings of hurt when you should look into it and talk about it. All right. I do see where you may also need to connect with your friends also that can help you. All right. And because it's like there's no peace with between you and someone else. Okay. There's a lot of conflict. There's some bad choices. There's some fear. There's some indecisions, but there's no unity at all. All right. And it's because of this problem, this situation, but you do have friends. You do have someone that is there for you. You may have a group of people that you can also talk to as well. You can get the help from your friends that you need also. You do not have to hold on to the hurt and the pain and live in silence. This here is like hashtag uh, living in silence because of the problem that's going on. You don't want to address it because you don't want to argue. You don't want to fight. So you just hush. All right. And you allow this situation to get the best of you. All right. Some of you are dealing with this when it comes down to a person. All right. And it's like you, even though you're letting this situation get the best of you, it's pulling y'all away. There's no unity here. There's a lot of disappointment here. All right. And it's like you're at that place of walking away from them, wanting to escape, but still hurt, still sad. All right. And wanting to leave. But it's like you are second guessing yourself. All right. It's like you are trying to be the one to be the one to fix it. Okay, fix it and bring y'all back closer together. But you need to look into this situation. Being quiet about it to avoid arguing is not the way to go. All right, you need to speak up on it. All right, and if you need friends to help you, then get your friends to all talk to your friends for some advice, for some help as well, because right now you are in denial, all right, about how you feel when it comes to this situation with this person, all right. And there is some triggers here. Even if they sigh, it triggers you, all right. It gets to a point to where you just want to blow up. You get mad, you get angry. There's a lot of feet stomping. All right. You're in denial about this. I don't see any spiritual work being done here when it comes to this. All right. This got something to do with the now. The now. This has nothing to do with the past. This has something to do with now. This here is about you learning. All right. Learning about this situation, learning your lesson when it comes down to this situation. All right. The only way that y'all can the only way I see it is that you learn from this situation. But if you want to stay with this person, then y'all both gonna have to learn from this situation, okay? And work together to fix this situation. You understand what I'm saying? So like you trying to do it all by yourself, right? You may be holding on to this person or to this relationship that has already run its course, causing emotional stagnation. Look into it, okay? Express how you feel. If this person here is not trying to listen and accept the way that you feel, then maybe it's time for you to walk away. Because at this point, they are dismissing you and your feelings. If you all cannot talk normal to each other, not at each other, something is not right. Because a hit dog will holler, and at some point you need to stop and say, "Why are you loud? Why are you arguing? Why are you so hateful? Why are you saying these things? Okay, why are you saying these things? Why are you not listening to me? Why my feelings are not valid? Okay? Why my feelings are not valid? Why? Why you don't want to listen to me? Okay? You were looking for this person to be around for a good while, for a long time. You wasn't looking for a temporary situation. You were looking for something that is forever. Okay? That is forever. Hi, Adam. That is forever. All right? There's some disagreements here. That may be a misunderstanding also. Okay? But whatever this is, it's not. How do you say it? It's causing you all not to do anything together, not to come together at all, right? And it leads to a lot of frustration. So you are pretending that it's okay and it's not. You don't want to talk about it because you're not being heard by the next party. You don't want to address it with the fear of the outcome. Fear of the outcome. Right? But you're still being treated that way. So you are being led to talk about it. Express yourself. Because whatever it is that this person do not want you to talk about, it goes deeper. You understand? It's deeper. A hit dog will holler, right? They've been brushing you off because they do not want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to explain themselves. So they try to throw it off, throw you off, make you be quiet. Okay? Sometimes you catch this person off guard and they not ready to get their lives together. All right? So this is something that you have to do instead of just being in a situation and making it seem like there's nothing going on. Address it. Okay? Look into it. All right? I'm not saying stalk this person. Okay? I'm not saying stalk them. What I'm saying is look into it. Okay? If you got to look through the phone, then look through the phone. If you got to call, call. All right? You don't want to look into it because it will cause more problems. And then it leads to you being sad because they walk away. They don't want to talk about it. They rather walk away. When you go to look into it, to talk about it, to get you some clarity on this situation, it causes a big problem and they would just rather walk away. They try to change the scenario, make you feel like you the one losing your mind, and it's not you. Hi, it's not you. Okay, it's not you. It's them. Okay, and that's why you have to address it. Talk about it so that you can make your own decision on whether you want to move on or stay. You have help, you got friends, all right, who you can sit down and talk to about your situation. If you don't have any friends, you got people that you can go and talk to about what you got going on that can give you some advice about the situation. Okay? So there's some denial here. So you have to come out of denial. All right? About how you feel when it comes to your relationship, this connection that you have. Is there any is this a spiritual attack? Is something being done spiritually? No. Okay? No. This person here does not want to be honest with you. They are not trying to make you feel as if what you're feeling is wrong. They don't want to give you any peace, any clarity, none of that. So now you left here looking like you losing your mind, like you crazy because they don't want to discuss it. They get loud, okay? And the problem starts. So you thinking before you talk to this person. You thinking before you speak because you're trying to keep the peace. You understand what I'm saying? You're trying to keep the peace. This is something that's going on now. This person is a now person. Okay? Either we going to be together and learn from this, or we going to go on our separate journeys. Because we can grow and we can make it. We can make it if we try. Oof. So you got some things to look into. All right, because you may be holding on to a relationship that has already run its course, that it's already over. And it is causing you a lot of problems. Stagnation is causing you procrastination. You're still at the same, you still right there. Nothing new happened. This here is prolonging a new beginning, new opportunity. This is blocking your new. This is blocking your marriage. That husband, that new wife, that new husband, that new person is blocking. Okay? Because you still trying to hold on. You holding on. Okay? So you got to think, do I still hold on to this person knowing that they don't want to talk, knowing that they don't want to accept that this is how I feel? Let's talk about it and let's work through it. They don't want to do that. They want you to look crazy. Right? So yes, there's some disagreements. Sometimes y'all just don't agree. Even when it comes down to talking about this situation. There's some misunderstandings. And it might be a misunderstanding. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. But it wouldn't have gotten this far if you would have just took time out to listen to what I wanted to talk to you about. But instead, you wanted to get all loud and turn things into an argument, so you shut down because you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk no more because you don't want to argue. You ain't got time for the negativity. You understand? So you choosing to be quiet because you don't want to argue. You don't want to fight. Ain't nothing good coming out of it. So it might be some misunderstanding. But whatever is going on is causing a lot of problems. It's causing a lot of frustration. And the problems I'm talking about, y'all can't even come together and do anything together. It's like y'all are not on the same page. Not on the same page at all. And it can all be fixed if they just sit down and listen. Okay? You might try to text and then they'll look in the beginning and be like, oh yeah, one of them. And you'll be looking to see did they look at the text? Did they look at the text? Because on some cell phones, you could tell if somebody looked at the text. Yeah, because the light will go off. It'll be blue. We still waiting. We still waiting. You need more than what they're giving you. You need more. But they're not who they used to be. And you're not who you used to be. You changed a lot also. And you changed a lot to accommodate this person. You're not who you used to be. You used to be so much happier, spontaneous. You smiled more. You was on your A game. Okay? You were. You need more than what they give you. And you know this person. You know them better than they know themselves. They think you don't know them, but you do. Because they give you time to sit back and like study them. If I say this, we're going to argue. I usually call around this time and they answer. If they don't answer, they'll call me right back within 5 minutes. It used to be so peaceful. Now it's not. We used to cuddle, but we don't. They used to come around at this time, but now they're not. You know them more than you think, than they think. So maybe it is somebody else. You need to talk about how you really feel. Okay, because at this point, it's like you want out. You want out. Because right now they only giving you the bare minimum. And they don't want to talk. Please don't dismiss your intuition. Don't dismiss your heart. Because what you feeling are red flags. They're red flags. At one point, it was so good. But now it's like, where is the love? Where is the love? Remember that song? Where is the love you said was mine, all mine till the end of time? Was it just a lie? Where is the love? You said I would. All right. So you sit down and talk about it. Okay. No, you're not in denial. Your intuition, your heart, your gut is spot on. All right. A hit dog will holler. But at some point, don't dismiss your feelings because you do not want to argue. Talk about it. Even if you got to talk to your friends about it to give you some advice, do that. Okay. And make your mind up because this situation is blocking you from your new. All right. New. So it's up to you. Okay. It's up to you. And that's what I got for you guys. All right. And that's deep. They say a hit dog or holler. What you screaming for? Man, nothing. Man, I don't know who that is. Why you keep coming to me with that? What, hit dog or holler? When all you got to do is say, babe, I hear you. And I'm sorry you feel that way, but it ain't that. And I can prove it to you. Because I don't want to lose your love. Okay? I don't want us to get on the wrong path. I don't want to lose your love. I don't want you to walk away. So let me prove to you. What's wrong with proving? What's wrong with proving? But instead, you around here looking. I don't want to talk about it. Okay? Talk about it. And make your decision. Go to your friends. Listen, this is what can I talk to you for a minute? Because I ain't got nobody else to talk to. What you doing today? What you think? So talk about it. You already done started thinking about what you gonna take. If he gonna leave or you gonna leave. Okay? Is it over? All the way over? No, you can't come over for a little while. Nope, you can't come over here after a certain time of the night. Okay? No. So when we was together, you ain't want nothing. When I was asking you, when I wanted to talk to you, all you wanted to do was argue. You wanted to stop me from talking about it. So now we separated. Maybe y'all do need some time apart so that you can think. They'll get it together. There's a lot of excuses. Okay? They making a lot of excuses. All right, so it's who I'm gonna talk to first. Put your question in the comment. All right, if you just want me to talk to you, tell you just if you want me to talk to you, just let me know. All right. And what should I name this video? Will I receive my W? Will I receive my W-2, Miss Wanda? Hello, Ahmad. How are you? Yeah, it's gonna come. Okay, it's gonna come. Right now, right now, not yet. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Okay. If you when stop focusing on it, it's gonna come. Don't focus on it. Okay. Don't keep your mind on, oh, when it's gonna come, it's gonna come. It's spent before you got it. Before the funds got here, it's gone. It's gone anyway. So don't think about it. Okay. But yes, it's coming. You're gonna get it. Let's see. Tiffany said talk to her. All right, Tiffany. Okay, who else? Okay, thank you, Ms. Wanda. And then you want to know what's coming towards her. Can you tell me what it is I need to know? All right, Tiffany. Ooh. Okay, Tiffany, don't be afraid of darkness. Okay? Don't be afraid of the darkness. The darkness. Because you will defeat the enemy. You do have a purpose. Right now you're healing. You're like in healing stage. Okay, from the past hurt and trauma. Even through the hurt and pain that happened on yesterday. There's things still exist. And it is existing in your heart. If it was to be brought up, you'll feel a certain type of way. Your thoughts, your heart. See things differently. But I also need to tell you that compromising is the key. You will get the help, the resources, the help that you need and that you want. It's going to get better. Okay? Even with that situation. Okay? It's not about competing or comparing. It's about self-worth. I know who I am. I know. Bottom line, you will be happy. But it's going to be better. Okay? It's going to be better. Like the page. Okay? Like the page. Sandra. It's about yourself and time management. Okay. Danielle wanted to know what's coming. What? What's coming in February? What you need to know, like what is coming towards me. There you go, Diamond. Diamond saw what Danielle said. Okay. What's coming towards Danielle in February? we just over here. Okay. Oh, I could tell you money. Money, 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 money. All right. In February, there is going to be balance. Okay. Balance. You having balance. Um, because at this point, it's like you know you got this, but at some point you end up getting stuck in February. Stuck. Because you being in your head. Stuck on trying to figure things out when you already know. So it's you being stuck, having a hard time coming, like regaining control. And this is it, like this. So the month of February, you're gonna have to really stay focused, okay, and try not to dwell too much on the issues, the problem. It is what it is, okay. Finding yourself stuck, being stuck, but when you're stuck, it's causing stagnation, okay. Stagnation is procrastinating. You're not making any moves. You're moving slow because you're stuck trying to figure out why why there's no unity, why there's no peace. Okay, why? You're going to be detaching yourself from certain people in the month of February. I do see you're going to be celebrating more. Let's see what's this good thing that's coming. You ain't asked was okay. You're going to be celebrating more. Okay. You're going to be financial. You're going to have more financial stability. All right. Hmm. You're also going to be focusing on personal goals. Make sure you stay focused. Make sure you stay focused and you write everything down, right? Write everything down. If you see what I'm doing, you'll be like, what? Okay. And I'm like this. You're going to need to write everything down. Write everything down. Down. Write things down. Write down. Write down. Write down. Write down. Write down. Okay. Because you need to not get lost. You need to not get stuck. Okay. And getting stuck, if the feeling of stuckness feels like something is wrong here mentally. Okay. So you got to make sure you take care of yourself. Break out of the bad habits. Good news is coming to you in the month of February. Good news. Okay. There's going to be a separation in the relationship. Like, because there's no peace. So you're going to find yourself detaching yourself from certain people. Okay. And you are going to meet someone. Okay. So what's coming in the month of February is good news. All right. And you becoming stable, having stability. Okay. Being more of I ain't gonna say a provider, but you're gonna be having more. Okay. More. And this here is money. So you will have financial stability in February. Um, there is going to be good news. You are going to be having fun, but you're also going to disconnect yourself from certain people. All right. Um, don't be afraid of change. Okay. Sometimes you allow that fear of change to keep you from elevating. Okay. Don't let that fear of change keep you stuck. All right. All right. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so Miss Diamond, what would you like to know? Don't get weary. Okay. Uh, okay, so yeah, there's been some unhappiness, uncertainty. You've been feeling down a lot, not feeling hopeful. There's some depression setting in, negativity also, just not feeling happy at all. All right. But you are a very confident person. You're a very confident woman. Okay. Mm. So what it is that you need to know, Miss Diamond, is that you're gonna have to take a minute, okay? Take a pause to look at things in a different perspective. All right. Get the clarity and understanding that you need. All right. Especially when it comes to you feeling down or sad. Okay. Remember who you are, but look at things in a different perspective. All right. Let's try to figure out why. not being happy. You know who you are, but sometimes you just feel down. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you're not feeling it. Okay. So at some point it's like look at things in a different perspective. Sometimes you got to take a minute. Okay. It's also about communication as well. So take a minute. All right. And then pause, look at things in a different perspective, new perspective as well, especially when you at a point of needing clarity before you make any decisions. Okay. Yeah, change your mindset, release, let go, and let God. Especially when you, whatever this is that's not making you happy, not feeling happy, and sad. So look at things in a different perspective. Um, Not only that, but also um, put a pause on it. Stop for a minute. All right, and why am I feeling this way? And handle it. Okay, and handle it. Handle it. All right. Yes, I'm hurt. Yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm down. Yes, sometimes there is some negativity. Yes, sometimes there is some depression, some sadness, whatever it is it may be. Realizing it. All right. But then, get out of it. All right. Mm. The sadness is coming from it's burning you out. And it's happening. Sometimes we find ourselves connected or attached to someone that is not honest, right? There's burnt out, just burnt out, sad, overwhelmed. You always giving but not getting half, you know? You tiptoe around the issues also. And it's like you got to stop. Let your presence be known, be felt. Even when you have to stand in the mirror and encourage yourself. Be determined to be happy. Okay? Hmm. Because it's the problems that causes you to fall into like sadness and depression. You be around the negativity, especially when things are not going the way that you want them to go. You get in that zone, like oh man, But yeah, knowing that you get like that, but not allowing that to take over. Okay. So at some point you're gonna have to kick down the door, okay, and be like, okay, I'm feeling like this, and I know why. I know I'm feeling like this. Okay. And you're gonna have to make up in your mind when it comes to the change and letting things go. Now that you are aware of all of that, now it's time for you to change release it, and change. Okay, so I think that's it for everybody. Y'all thank y'all. Stick a game, stick a game, stick a game. Okay. So Danielle was in a sticker game. If you still here, Danielle, I'm gonna do one more for you. Cause yeah, you did that. You did that. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of hurting, crying, a lot of depression. All right. That's like feeling like, oh, I should have read that. Feeling rejected, like, what's going on? Why me? You know, Ooh. Dealing with mind games, people that's not making themselves available. Anywho, let's see. Okay, so what I can tell you this, Danielle. You can either look at the negativity and change it, or you can say forget it. Let me look at the positive stuff. Okay. But no matter it is what it is. Because you can turn the negative things around. All right. Love is coming. Okay. Hmm. And it's up to you if this love lasts. It's up to you if this love lasts. There go Diamond. One time for Diamond. Thank you, Miss Diamond. Yes, Lord, I'm ready. And it's up to you if your relationship this lasts long. It's up to you. Remember, you got to also make time. Okay, you got to make time. But not only do you have to make time, but bring the energy. Okay, bring the energy. Be willing to also reconcile, forgive. Okay, Diamond. Mm, that sounds like the mail truck, but they ain't even past that. All right, either we gonna walk away or we gonna make it work. Okay, and that's something we already talked about it. Okay, are we gonna talk about it? Okay, are we gonna talk about it? We gonna work it through? We gonna work through it or what? Okay, because there's at this point there, yeah. Work it out. That baby sitting there watching me. Okay, she watching. So remember, you have what you need. Use it. Give yourself permission. All right, give yourself permission to use what you have. Know that you do have power. You are strong. Okay, you just got to use your intuition. You got to use your intuition. Use your intuition. Okay, use it. Your intuition is not telling you anything wrong. All right, give yourself permission. All right, and the power is in you. Use it. All right, use your intuition. Listen to your intuition, because it's not telling you anything wrong. And then know that it's time to move quickly. All right, it's time for you to move quickly. It's time for you to use it now. All right. And know that you will receive the help you need. All right. You will receive the help you need. So be open to receiving it. Don't turn it away. Okay. I also need to tell you to be careful when it comes down to backstabbers. Okay. Backstabbers. Backstabbers. All right. Um, Make a decision that serves you best, not me, not nobody else but you. Make a decision that you need. All right. um that you need, because your happiness is what matters. Okay. All right, y'all, so that's it. Thank y'all for the super chats one time for the gang, and thank y'all for sharing this live. Thank y'all.